We're gonna talk about the necklace that will go back with the ring, go back with the earrings, go back with the bracelet that we had. And by the way, we wanna say good morning to Debbie, to Antoinette, to Maria. Maria, thank you, you're so sweet. And we're glad you all are with us. And for everybody else who has not joined us yet on Facebook Live, all you've got to do is click on HSN's Facebook and you can chat with us, you can get social with us, you could just say good morning, or you could tell us what you love, what you have, or call us. Our testimonial talk line is always open. Now, Jay, I love this because honestly, if I didn't know better, I might look at this and think this is a variety of turquoise, wouldn't you? I mean, it looks a little bit like the necklace to me looks a little bit like, I don't know, it looks like it's turquoise. Wow, and this is $149. But even more rare, it's the green chrome opal. And look at the magic of all the melding of the colors you get there.
You know, it does have a resemblance to some of the Manassas, even some of the Kingman green.
Yes.
It does have that kind of that valence in it. But here again, what I love about this material, number one, it's unique, it's different, it's what we do. I mean, every trip that I start off in the world is I'm either going, how every trip starts, okay, every single trip, I'm either going to a turquoise mine, a new one, or I'm going to a turquoise mine to pick and buy more rough material, or every trip starts with, I'm going to look at a new opal, I'm going to a new opal mine, or I'm going to buy opal rough from deposits that we already currently buy from. That's how they are start. They start one of two ways. Now, everything else we do, all the different mine finds, are all spin-offs of those trips, right? We end up going to different places, but the ultimate, the first target we have is always a turquoise mine or a turquoise deposit or an opal mine or an opal deposit. And that's what this started off from. That somebody told me about this new opal in Australia. And when they first described it, I was just like, okay, you know, whatever. And also when you got it, you know, like, it was really funny because like opals have certain properties, right? And there's all kinds of different opals. There's about 8 different kinds of opals, you know, jelly opal, fire opal, you know, et cetera, boulder opal. So this is the first time that I've ever experienced a chrome opal, which is a chromium-based opal. So this is something even brand new, and it's something that I'd never even seen in an opal material. It is so strange when you get this. It almost looks, I don't know how to describe it. It almost looks like, you know, like if you've ever seen manufactured glass, where they have like the
layers,
where they have like the big sheets and stuff of glass manufactured, and you take that and break it. A lot of that material that comes from glass factories and things, like the raw material, a lot of people cut that and they sell that actually as something that it's really not, right? But it has kind of that, almost that effect to it where you can kind of like, you know, see through it. It's kind of like translucent. It's really, really kind of a unique look. It's a wet look. And most opals are more, they're kind of soft. I mean, they're not really hard, opals in general. And this one, when I first experienced it, and I actually tried, you know, I just took a pocket knife and did a kind of a hardness check on it, and it barely scratched it. And I thought, I don't think this is opal. So, you know, so when we got it GIA tested, sure enough, it's opal. This opal is hard enough that you could facet it.
Which is unusual for an opal.
It's extremely unusual for it to be able to be faceted. Now, you can facet precious opal, but you're not really seeing the sparkle from the faceting. You're seeing it from the fire. You know, the opalescence of the material. In this case, if you faceted this material, it actually would sparkle from the faceting because of the actual facets. So a really unique opal.
Okay, they're telling us we got to wrap this up. We're that limited in this. By the way, it's 18 inches with a 2 3/4 inch extender.
And the pendant comes off.
The pendant comes off, so you could wear that gorgeous necklace. You could mix that gorgeous necklace with some of your turquoise. If you had a Tyrone turquoise pendant or a Kingman, oh, that'd be beautiful with that. Or if you wanted to layer it. Okay, now what I'm going to show you next, I could just give Jay a little punch for selling this, almost selling this out over the weekend. This was supposed to be in my show. And if